What's up, Hippo lovers? It is time for Spain against Finland. Best of 5 here. The last game out of the round of 8 in the 2v2 World Cup Brother at Arms. We have the Max and Roomstock against Lan and Tedo. So toppy lineups. And we already had one restart called by the Spains. And now are jumping into the real game number 1 here on Arabia. Civilization rules are hidden, pick, div, no repeat over the whole series. I have interesting civilizations, the Max playing Indians and Roomstock playing Spanish, so not really setting themselves up for our typical archer and cavalry composition here in Castle Age or even Feudal Age. Spanish, obviously, no crossman, no arbalest for the Indians, so going to be tricky. Let's see what they will have in store for us. On the other side, we have Tedo replaying the Ethiopians and Lan with Indians, so that's a composition that I can see working pretty well. Band of Africa 2 will have fixed positions. Well, let's see about that, right? I think we will wait for KOTD 2 first. And do Indians have imp camels? Yes, the only civilizations that have imp camels. And more defense on those as well. Relics. Somewhat close here to Roomstock, so maybe if he goes for Conquistadors and Monk, IS at one point, that could be interesting. But well, we will see him having some troubles with that because gold and stone pretty damn open for him. Let's see how he will play this out. And map for the Max, a bit better, defensive woodline, defensive gold. Somewhat wallable here at that side as well. And Tedo's map, very open gold spots. Didn't really build the greatest lumber camp either. Might build his second one over here and then build his base in the front. And we already saw the map of Lan. Nice defensive wood and berries, defensive gold as well. Could be a great map to actually rush FC on. Obviously something we won't really see from Indians though. Fixed positions, I think, for a competitive team game environment, that makes a lot of sense, yeah. Yeah, not much else we can do at the moment. In the old days where the skill levels were just so far off and people haven't really figured out what the game theory optimum is, maybe there were some options, but nowadays, not really. Lan, he lost a lot of HP on his scout. Did he take a close look into the CC? Looks like it, and is now seeing some villagers move forward. None of them really on stone, though. It's a non-stone tower rush? Or what is this going to be? Lan tries to scout the stone, and, well, it will be on stone now. And 5 villagers forward. Let's take a look. Lan, probably the most unknown out of all of those players. 2.4k himself and an absolute beast if he performs in, well, his best shape. But sometimes we have seen him struggle in some scenarios, and we see that, well, Roomstock didn't even really find Lan yet and it's just forwarding Tedo. So this is going to be a tricky game. Why did they wall in a certain way? Well, the first house is kind of something you need to build anyways, right? And then palisades are a bit cheaper. So you try to wall with houses as much as you can, but, or like with a reasonable amount of houses you need anyways, but then you are transitioning into palisades. Trush starts at the left-hand side here now, sees the gold spot, also trush the berries, and, well, Tedo, will he have any idea about this? He doesn't have the greatest uptime himself, And he has no idea about that tower, no idea about that tower. And that will be an unpleasant surprise for sure. Where is Lan? He has zero idea about the trash coming. Should really give Tedo a heads up that something tricky could be on the way though. On the other side we have stable for the max, and Tedo, his man-at-arms won't do too much. Let's take a look. He's trying to go over there, tries to pressure that area, and probably will kill the tower. Defensive tower now from Tedo as well. Man-at-arms as well. So Tower of Roomstock will go up. Might be of some annoyance. Most of those villagers still with high HP though. No real shenanigans prior to that. Two scouts coming out. Wants to maybe focus down the spearman. Roomstock heavily helping out with his own scout. Even gets a kill here. And, well, some annoyance as we said. And Thrush continues from the front here. Even Horse Color by Roomstock, who will now start farming. Has actually good berries to the side. And, well, he needs to wall himself up. Lan, he could be coming around, but seems like he wants to attack the back of the max first. Tricky game for the two Spaniards. Superb team game, or team play needed by them for sure here. Witches are instantly going home, no losses here, and he knew what was coming his way. Still not the greatest of wood controls by him. 4 man-at-arms now coming forward. Will the max be walled in time? At the moment it doesn't look like it. Did he scout all that area? Yeah, he should probably wall this. Might go for the bad walls though. Let's take a look. And yeah, he goes for the good ones. Scouts around. Not a lot of losses that far. I believe that one villager, oh, 2 villagers actually going down. Didn't really see that one. And now closing down here, 2 villagers, now low HP. Can he snag that one? Looks like yes. And that's a nice pick off. Tedo, not with the greatest KD just yet. Roomstock walling himself at home. Lost 1 villager himself. Would have loved to see some more walls. 3 idle villagers here. Kind of tricky for him. The trash continues. Not a single farm at the moment. Working at the right hand side here. And Roomstock, he even goes with some spearman aggression. So that's pretty good for him. And Tedo just in a world of pain here. Now even tries to go aggressively himself. Didn't really see that coming. The max shouldn't really be having the biggest of problems, right? Sees it coming, can easily wall behind that. But well, he didn't see the tower yet. So maybe some storm walls could have been nice, which he isn't going for. Builds a defensive tower and realizes, okay, I won't get that one up. Builds it a bit more defensively. And the harassment continues. Tedo, he is having some real problems. And, well, builds an aggressive tower means he does not have enough stone to build another one back at home. Wanted to engage this, but maybe feared the quick gate. And Tower of Roomstock in the back is still up. Oh boy, Roomstock with some losses here. Lost 3 villagers at home. And his eco really, really bad. Barracks completely on the other side of the map. Really would have loved to see him wall this off though. Aggression of Tedo continues. The max already thinking about clicking up to Castle Age. Let's get an update on the other side. Lan as well. I think that should be pretty similar timings here. Some idols by him though. Idle TC as well. But all fixed now. Scouts won't really find that much more damage. Make an argument for the sending the spearman back here. The max even buying some stone here. Oh, that was broken quite easily. Defensive tower. He has to feel pretty safe. Onto palisades here could help out a bit as well. And oh, even breaks through. Where did he get in? Oh, yeah. Okay, that was the deleted wall, apparently. Now even gets bloodlines. Didn't really see that coming. I thought he was trying to rush to Castle Age as fast as possible. Now goes probably for 1 villager kill here in the back. And yeah, we'll get one without a lot of losses. And we'll stay active for sure. In the meantime, defense here looks pretty solid. Some on gold could help. And yeah, he will just try to get 1 or 2 picks. We'll eat 2 more hits. And let's see, do we see any low HP villagers? Actually 1 on gold here. Should be walled off quite reasonably well, though. And, well, no, Tato didn't wall that tower in. Kind of stopping this. That tower, I'm not too sure how much it will reach, though. The Max not on stone. Where are his stone spots? One at the front. Maybe you can get to that one. The other one over here. And meanwhile, 1 minute later, 2 Castle Age. And upgrading his units a bit. Roomstock goes for the big stone walls. Is that maybe a spot where you want to see a sling from the Spaniard? Not really from the Spaniard, from the player who plays Spanish. Show lands, mining camp? I mean at the top here. Well, no more losses. Cleared all of those up. Oh, Roomstock is coming around. The blacksmith maybe wants to tower a bit more in that area. Just wants to stay a bit more annoying. I don't like those walls too much. Ah, he's trying to wall off against those scouts. They have to squeeze through, right? Is that bulletproof? I was so sure that there had to be some holes. Yeah, indeed, and there were. 5 scouts plus 1 defense and bloodlines. They will surely get some kills. I can only see 2 spearmen to defend this, and well, this is going to be ugly for the Max. I think Tato with his army, he will just continue, and oh boy, the Max, he will lose quite a lot of villagers. Already only at 30, and well, honestly, with those 2 archers around, he could lose close to every single one here. Tower going up in the back though. And well, he finishes those walls to my surprise. Archers need to be positioned a bit better against the other villagers here. Quite some aggression, and well, we see Tato. He's at 30 food. The Max, oh no, Roomstock at 400 food. Still on gold. Question is now, will he sling or will he not sling? The Max at pop 31 only here, 29 villagers. And soon we will get our answer. Oh, he is buying gold, so he will go up to Castle Age. Max, he will struggle quite a bit. Can he not afford any camels? He builds 1 camel. No access to gold at the moment. More villagers going down, and his population will drop below 30 here at the 23-minute mark. Lan and Tato just with a pretty big aggression, and the Max underreacting a bit. Having 2 bad stone spots. Maybe some small sling of Roomstock could have really helped out there. And now trying to send over some camels for now. The Max, the only one who can really send some over. The tower helping nicely against all the men-at-arms, and the camel clearing up against the scouts. It seems like the Max can stabilize here. Let's take a look how Tato will do in the long run. Now goes for fletching, and if he is maybe going to sling. Can I maybe look at the resources? And we see... oh, wrong overlay. No sling just yet. How did Lan get through here? Oh, those walls. Oh, I didn't really expect that to happen. That's kind of weird. And well, that's going to be a lot of more dead villagers for sure. The Max, that is sloppy by him. Did he open that to get in? No. That was really broken. Tries to get another TC up, and well, those villagers could die as well. No quick walls here. Let's take a look. The Max, can he get any real vision here? Nope, doesn't see the camels and won't wall this off, and that's going to be a nice pick-off here for Miss Land for sure. And the Max, can he maybe wall behind this? Oh boy, seems like he needs to fight. Maybe right-clicks the TC, but that's not going to go up. 3 more villagers. That's 80% TC, and it's going to be stopped. Heavy losses, and that kind of has to be the first win for the Spanish team here. But the problem is Tato still in feudal age, right? And Max, he's preparing a pikeman push. Siege workshop. Okay, we'll make a go there. Still need to invest so much into walls. This very bad map. And this is walled here at the top, yes. More camels around. Those villagers super exposed as well. 26 villagers here for the Max. That's just absolutely brutal. Now taxing the pikemen as well. That cannot be the right answer. And Tato around at that spot now. the Max. He kind of needs to evacuate his villagers now more to the left-hand side, but Lan could be maybe stopping this area, and it's pretty clever that Lan is not trying to go and kill the villagers, but that he is staying over here at the left-hand side and tries to catch all the moving villagers off guard. And, well, he's blocking quite nicely, but oh no, there was a misclick! Lan, that was so bad. Oh god, he should have trapped like 3-4 more villagers and only got one. That was not the greatest move. The max strength is at the end game. Nah, not really, my friends. No. It's very unlikely that we will even see late game from the max. That Roomstock. He's still trying to be annoying with his 6 kills, 4 losses. Tato now paying some resources to Lan. And it just seems like Tato, he might be staying in Pure Late. Not sure. Tries to expand a bit more, and that's a lot of villagers here. That spot, look at that. Roughly 30 villagers on one screen. Tato now goes for the very late eco upgrades. And Lan with defensive towers. Does he even have fletching? No, so that won't really help him too much. I think that tower will be out of range. He might go down as well. Look at that. No fletching. He needs to lead a farm here at the side and build a tower here. This way, the tower was for nothing. Archers around again. More villagers moving forward, and Tato, he is buying some more stone. If only he walled his towers again. Something I really don't understand from a lot of players. Pressuring that tower now, mangonels. Probably getting repaired in time here. One monk around as well to heal up the villager. If he's getting focused, but most likely it will just go down. It is the tower here. And another defensive tower. Is there any reaction really by Lan? He has universities, so maybe some upgrade to guard towers could be nice. Now goes for Botkin as well, and that just helps out so much more. $70 villagers here for Lan as well, but he's heavily getting pressured. Let's take a look. Guard tower might be helping out. I think that's a solid upgrade of like 40% more HP or something. And some more damage output. And they just look so much prettier as well. That's, I think, the most important thing. Tato now going for double bid and gold mining. Hallelujah. That's just super late. Kind of shocked. He just did horse color and stone mining as well. So it was really late here. But we'll get all 3 mangonels. And that kind of sloppy by Roomstock that he just like came into that area where both towers could have, could be shooting at the mangonels. If he was like slowly pushing from the right hand side, he could have taken one guard tower out after another, but couldn't really get that rolling for himself. Now Tato moves over with some aggression at that side. Let's get an update on the resources here. It feels like he wants to go castle 8. Can't really tell. Finally waltzed that tower, if, well, at least that was his plan at some point. 29 villagers for the max, not a single military unit. He's just having so much troubles here to really stabilize himself. Aggression completely stopped with Lan's towers, so that was good for him. And how will Roomstock stop this attack now? Camel's doing a lot of damage against those houses. Archers behind here to stop every villager from rewalling, and that just feels like they could maybe break into Roomstock here. Those walls not having a lot of HP. Maybe it's even open in between. We'll see about that. Tato refuses to click up. Well, not for long. Cloud's next NIC game will be, well, sometime next week. They have a lot of time. or like they have at least a week to schedule. I expect it to be the next weekend. And Roomstock the Max, they're typing the GG, and Spain with a good performance for sure. Roomstock Tower Rush, Tato reacted okay-ish here for sure, and didn't lose. Well, he lost some villagers, but then the full aggression against the Max, who didn't have any stone to properly defend, and Tato just got so much done. Then no real walls here. Maybe some sling from Roomstock. Some stone could have been nice. A defensive tower here could have helped out so much. He even bought 100 stone at one point for himself to get the second tower up. Obviously, it gets more and more costly, and well, then the double came over, and the Max with some fail walls on this ugly hilly area for him. I think defensive towers would have been the better answer, and yeah, what can I say? GG. Well played by Lan as well, who obviously never really faced any pressure, then had the defensive towers against the push of Roomstock, and that's a 1-0. And I thought Finland were the favorites. Yeah, not a lot of sling. I think Tato gave over some stone to Lan. And so home maps will be changed. So it will be Nomad now and Chaos Pit after that. And then we will have potentially Sahara and potentially Water Nomads. Pat 13B Nilipok, thanks for 3 months. Green, be green. Okay. All I want for Christmas is Water Nomad. Didn't Austria win a game against Canada playing Water Nomad? I think so. Yeah.
Uh-oh, that's not going to work, my friend.
What's not good? Was that a quote by me? Need to add 2 push-ups though. Nearly quote, that's not going to work, my friend. I felt like I said it in the game, yeah. What was that? The max quick walls? Or 3 palisade gates there? I think so, right? Maybe Norway played it yesterday as well, yeah. Run escape music? No. Age of Empires 1 soundtrack. Sorry. I say it all the time. Didn't know? That's not going to work, my friend. It's actually a funny poker quote. But okay, it's I think very good to jump into the Nomad game very early on, because a lot of confusing stuff happening, and sometimes we see a bit more if we get into the game quite early. So the Max, he is spawning the Thaus here. He's playing Chinese. His teammate Roomstock will play Malians. We have Land with Chinese and Tato with Malians as well. Let's try to keep Fog of War on and see what he has around himself. 1 boar, some gold, some stone. Finds a lot of sheep and should be pretty happy with this build up here for sure. Maybe some more boars could be nice. Deer not too important. Maybe some stuff here at the left-hand side, but with all those sheep, I think he will be somewhat fine with his spot. Then we have, let's go for Rubenstock first. He's at the very end of the map, if we see that. And, well, he will have some problems here, guys. And he's building the dock at the very end of the map, behind the max. And himself is at the very top. Has 3 deer, 1 sheep, 2 sheep, and very short distance land being around now. And it's going to be a tricky spot for him. Needs to go massively on wood, I believe, just to keep his production rolling. This villager trying to get home might be running into Tado's TC and or Land's TC here. Okay. What's happened, Felix? Thought I forgot about the overlay. I saw it. Yeah. What is that villager doing on Rubenstock? Is he dropping off food? Did you just drop off food? I think he did. You can drop out resources at your friend's TC? I think so, right? I'm pretty sure. That one should have had like 30 fish now. What is Rubenstock doing, man? Is he now luring the boar for him as well? What is this? Oh, Rubenstock is having fun. Okay. So only 8 villagers here. You can do that. Yeah, I was pretty sure that you could, but haven't seen it in a high level game for quite some time. Okay, Tado's dock, left hand side. Actually start with the TC before the dock. Normally with Malians we see a very early fishing ship and dock. Tado didn't really do that. Okay, so still deer around. Rubenstock tries to get onto something here. Villager instantly spotted. Will get, well, some stuff against him. What is he up to? And he's trying to garrison in the TC most likely again. And we'll just drop off the food. Right? 30 food. 31. So weird. 33 and bop, you saw it. Oh god. This guy. I'm not sure how efficient it is, but I like the attempt and I like to see it. What team has the stronger players in your opinion? Well, probably Tado is the best. And probably Land the weakest. In those scenarios, I think. But maybe Rubenstock is weaker. It's so tough for me to say. Strongest player, I'd probably say Tado. Slightly, really slightly above the max. Like honestly, the game we just saw in Arabia was one of the very few bad games I've seen in quite some time from the max. His reaction there. 13 villagers, by the way, against Land's 17. It's so ugly. Could shoot some of the deer here as well. Land's right, still lame now. Oh yeah, Rubenstock will have some troubles. Yeah, Land was... Oh god! And we see a douche from Rubenstock. How's Land reacting? Does he not see it? He sees it. He keeps calm. Okay, what you could do here now is... you don't really want to fight back against the douche. Especially against Malians because they repair cheaper. I think what Roomstock needed before douching was a lumber camp. Oh, and you don't want to click repair, you just want to right click. Oh god, that was a mistake. Roomstock sniping some of the villagers, some of the sheep as well. Okay, one villager repairing now. Lan, he doesn't have a dog, right? Okay, that's weird. Roomstock, he keeps getting villagers. Ay. Okay, you don't want to have more than 10 villagers in TC because they stop adding more damage. Okay, let's see what do we have on the other side. We have the Max with 1 dog, Tato with also 1 dog here. Malians against Chinese there. Tato can click up any second, is probably missing. Indeed, the second building, just finished it and is now clicking up. 1200 HP, Roomstock with 600 HP. And out of wood. That's what I said. You need a lumber camp if you douche. He will lose his TC. Oh god, this is so GG. And if he is not getting... This is GG, guys. He needs 100 wood. Otherwise he is defeated. He cannot drop off wood at the moment. He needs 100 wood instantly. Otherwise... No. Okay, it's GG. He cannot rebuild his town center. And he cannot build a lumber camp. He needs to wait for 100 wood sling from the max. Oh, this is so bad. Lan. This is so bad by Lan. But he shouldn't lose a single villager. Oh god, he will already lose one. Oh no. Oh yeah, he can drop it off at max TCs. That's so true. Yeah. I can back villagers. They're just trying to defeat Roomstock. Lan is doing not the greatest job. Pulling his villagers back. Okay, now he is pulling at least 1 back. The one in the front needs to get focused back as well. That's just really shocking that he's losing any villagers here. This is actually so good for Roomstock. And kills another one. Look at that. Roomstock now with a positive KD, although he doesn't have a town center. Lan shouldn't fight. Yeah, we can all agree on that. Has 0 food now. He simply didn't add a dog, man. This is so weird. Oh boy. This will be a 1v1. The max against Tato. Let's get an update on that front. 400 food. Now goes... Okay, he goes quadruple dog. And Roomstock goes fast castle. And will lose his water. Market as well. Now give him 100 wood to Roomstock. Maybe he could have given him 200 as well, so he can rebuild the TC. I think the second TC is also cheaper in wood, right? How is Lan continuing to lose villagers here? Ay. This AoE 4? No, it's AoE 2. 76 more wood. Will lose his fishing ship as well. Max up 1740. His timing. Then we'll get another kill. Roomstock. Look at his food. He might click up to feudal age pretty soon then. Just so shocking to me that Lan never built a dock. He loses another villager. This is just so bad. Oh boy. Oh boy, guys. Now he's trying to lure him into Tato's TC. Tato doesn't have a land unit though. Only goes for water. He will control all water though. And now Duish on that side as well? Tato needs to pull villagers against that. 0 wood for Roomstock. Why is he not pulling villagers, Tato? He just needs to attack. All of them should be low HP here. Tato pulled just... Why is he not really fighting? That was just bad as well. Oh god, so many sloppy plays here by the Spanish. But yeah. Roomstock at the moment has 100 wood. All those villagers dropped off wood. And now he's queuing up some more villagers. And tries to repair, but no stone for him to repair. So he needs to collect 1 stone. and then start repairing again. Ay, 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 ay. This game, man. Okay, now a 100 stone sling. Tato is up to Castle Age as well. Won't really lose his TC. And Lan is still Dark Age as well. This is just so confusing to me. And it's just like, Lan, if Tato is going like 4 docks, he should have added a dock at one point as well. Or is he? Lan. Okay, now he added a dock. My bad, guys. He should have had one way earlier. Okay, now the first knight's out here. Tato needs to quick wall. And needs to tell Lan to quick wall as well. At least he's pulling our villagers. Roomstock, he does not have enough houses and not enough wood. Oh god, what a wild game here, guys. 425 for him. Villagers being sent out of the TC now. Again, not enough wood to repair. Okay, he continues to do some damage now. Tato's repairing as well. Can we see some villager kills? What are the knights accomplishing of the max? I really want to see him add 2 TCs instantly as well. Is adding 1 somewhere? Am I not seeing it? Siege workshop? Ah, you see, slung 100 stone. Okay, okay, that makes more sense. I was a bit confused here. Double stable, now the monk out. Siege workshop even. Tato, he needs to come up with a good answer. Oh, guys, this is so crazy. And the max, does he already... Did he convert a villager? Yes, he did. Sick move here as well. +2 now on his knights. The monk can heal them up again. And, well, what's the answer here for our Tato? Seems like monks. Okay. Fishing ship count, though, 11 and 6 to... Well, 4 in total. Tato, not with the greatest control here. Why did he not scan that area? He did scout all the rest of the map, though. Let's take a look. Is he continuing to produce? Not really. Double monastery for his defense goes on 2 gold quite heavily, I'd say. It's GG? For whom? For Finland? Is Finland dead? Is Spain dead? I think Finland might be in the better spot. But now Lan is going up as well. Those villagers are somewhat exposed, we can all agree on that. But he can now rebuild his TC and then go up to feudal age as well. Tato, he doesn't have an answer to the mangonauts. Villagers repairing inside the TC. Has a market. Can maybe buy himself some more wood. This is so weird, guys. Stock keeps getting some food. Maybe Lan is the one dictating the game in the end. And another TC to block that gold off. Tato, he will lose that TC. He sees the douche number 3 of Roomstock. Lan with the eco upgrades, trying to run away and maybe get some stuff rolling for himself here. Tato, he is at 0 wood at the moment. Maybe we'll need to buy some. Indeed, and well, needs some more stone as well. Why'd he lose that? He's getting 100 stone. And rebuilding that TC, but honestly, mangonauts are around. He'll easily get those. How many villagers did die here? Seems like every single villager that didn't fit into the TC. Ay, 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 ay. It's not a Persian douche, guys. It is a Malian douche. Oh, sick. The max might dominate this one. Villager count is somewhat even. Fishing ship still pretty evil. Why is Roomstock not up? Oh, he needs a second building. Oh, Tato, he doesn't really want to go for conversions against villages when there are still knights around. Ay, 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 ay. Now goes for TC number 2. Lan still didn't understand how towers work to defend TCs. What a wild game here for sure. And okay, defensive tower now here. That makes a bit more sense if he just sacrificed the first. Fishing ship still doing some wonders for him. Tedo, maybe another dock over here could help him out. 20 fishing ships to only 1, soon to be none. And a casual 28, 29 feudal aid here from Roomstock after rebuilding his TC 3 times. Tedo now with a nice amount of monks though. And maybe he can afford drill nets pretty soon. Upgrade that both players could consider. Roomstock healing up his knights. That's quite a scary army against... Well, what is Lan going for actually? Not on stone, not on berries. Okay, he's on stone in the back here, yeah. Thought so. Towers, no guard tower upgrade this time though. Oh, the max, he could lose his mangonels. Yes, he did. Oh, yo, yo, yo. Fusion stock. Okay. Fusion stock. I can work with that. What's the plan of Roomstock though? Town watch. Okay. Some villagers over here. Maybe tries to boom at the right hand side. Sling could be an option. But he could only sling some wood. Tricky stuff. Okay, Tedo, how is he looking? 1 TC from him at the moment. Completely housed. Goes for more TCs though. He's trying to get some more map control. A lot of monks out. Defensive tower, Roomstock, he wants to commit some, but I think that shouldn't really work. Let's take a look. Tedo, is that maybe in range of the TC? Those villagers here? I don't think so. Roomstock is gonna sling. Well, what can he sling, really? Some stone, some wood. It's tricky. 2 TCs only for Lan, and what a crazy game are we witnessing here, guys. This is complete madness. Okay, we have Tedo and the max close to 80 population. Now let's see maybe a good mangonel shot. No, not really going to happen. And well, mangonel now somewhat in range of the TC. The question is, do we want to focus down on the mangonel, or do you maybe want to kill some more knights? It seems like the mangonel is the easier target indeed. And well, he'll get the kill here and buys himself some more time. Defensive monks now out for him as well. Tower should go up after maybe 1 conversion here at the left hand side. We'll probably jump into the TC indeed. Not too bad of a defense for Lan at the moment, after the max is losing way too many mangonels here for my taste. Tedo trying to rush out some houses, some more lumber camps here, and yeah, just tries to get somehow in this game. 3 TCs, rebooming obviously pretty nice for Malians, since all your buildings are just so much cheaper. Some spearmen around to defend off against the light calf that the max was switching into now to counter the monks, and is actually getting all the monks, so good for him. And well, redemption not really coming in time. Roomstock even building a tower next to the monastery to be a bit more annoying. This is just so weird. Oh man, this boy. Oh. Okay, let's take a look here. Another defensive tower by Tedo. Could maybe just gate all those villagers in. And the max, well, his ego is just way too good. 76 villagers working for him. At the light cap switch, already +2/+2. Was just so easy for him. Now Lan, he's going for coinage. So Lan will suddenly start to sling. The max here, who's building? Oh, not the Lan will obviously sling Tedo. The max is building an aggressive castle here, and I still no idea who has the advantage here. Gilnets now for Lan. Has quite solid numbers. I'm pretty sure I've not seen Gilnets for Tedo yet. 1 fire galley should take care of maybe 1-2 fishing ships, but then should be stopped. Tedo's towers trying to help him out here. Not all villagers can really be saved in the TC here. Monk can maybe get some more conversions. Didn't really see that monk here. And well, that was a big raid. 25 villagers now the advantage here for the Max compared to Tado. Overall numbers actually pretty close, both at roughly 110 villagers. This is so crazy. And Lightcap, they will get more kills in Tado without a reaction here. Now goes for stables. Maybe the camel defense might be in the next step here. Whew. Rooms are clearly dehydrated from the sauna. Well, he's actually playing this to quite some annoyance here against the Spanish guys. And yeah, camel defense indeed. Another tower, another TC. It's really tough to call it here. And well, that single fire galley is just so annoying. Land is now starting to give resources to Tado. Double stable for him. Where is he trying to attack? I can't really say. And well, honestly, the Max, he might be imping pretty soon as well. What a crazy game. That's just pure madness here. I think the Finns are having the advantage here. I feel a bit crazy for saying that. Oi. That seems like the Max wants to get an aggressive castle up, and that also seems like Tado wants to get an aggressive castle up. Camel's obviously pretty bad against the monks here. And well, that castle is not going to go up. Defensive castle by the Max as well, pulling his villagers from the front back and kind of stabilizing both. Villager count now 130 to 120, so small advantage here. Somewhat crawling into the better direction for the Finns. Goes for another gold spot. Just so much map control. Land just with such a poor reaction there. Infiltrate. Shadow fighting this down, gets some more villager kills. We see at the moment 30 villagers for Rubenstock. After those 3 will go down. Actually, might it be 4? Yeah, after those 4 will go down. And yeah, he's just staying to be annoying. Added a fishing ship here. Kind of questionable if you ask me. And oh, the Max is actually slinging. 100 food to Rubenstock to get fletching. Full efficiency use, and well, walls in all his towers. This one is still annoying as well. Oh god, what a crazy game here. It's really tough for me to call what will happen next. The Max is up to him, so that should be just maybe Chukunu defense. He has 2 castles for himself. And what's the answer against that? Tado's camels? Surely not. Geppettos? Not really either. Some more defensive castles, but Tado, he's lacking a lot of food to really get stuff rolling for himself. Are hills overrated or do I underrate them? You underrate them. Land shouldn't sling, he should go after Rubenstock. You think they need to kill Rubenstock? He has like 20 villager eco at the moment. Yeah, he's annoying still. I think land sling makes a lot more sense, yeah. I'm actually trying to kill off Rubenstock. Maybe Mangonel could be good. Tado will now kill that TC in the long run. Goes for very late eco upgrades again. Horse color and bowsaw here. And the Max, he's going full Chukunu. He has 155 pop. Castle number 3 on the way now as well. And some ram pressure against Lan. So might lose one of his 2 TCs here. Kind of ugly for him. Some more raids in the back here. Rubenstock, he is running away. Realizes that he cannot hold this situation. Tado now up as well. What's his answer to Chukunus though? Champ cards? Not really. Camels? Not really. Geppettos? No. Elite skirms of Malians? It's really tricky to find a good army composition against Chinese here. And late imp in my opinion. Maybe Onages. But Then we have a big mobility problem. And how will he protect them against light calves? Shadow Onager, maybe, but the map is way too open to really have that cost efficiently. Tricky stuff. That's another big raid as well. Tedder, will he find the answers to all those attacks from the max, who's up to 122 villagers here? Tedder, yeah, he keeps producing some villagers, but he will just get raided over and over again as well. We'll lose some of those. Did they even click them into the TC instead of the tower? And we'll just lose 6 or 7 more. Didn't really see that coming. Now, obviously, in Imp we have quite some upgrades to really do some damage against those poor villagers. Roomstock? TC number, what is that? 5-ish? 4-ish? Something like that. Oh, at least feudal age now. And he's just so annoying, this guy. This is actually open at this top here. And Lan is only right-clicking it, not really trying to attack the villager. Demo could be a pretty tricky move. Built a defensive tower. Oh, look at that! He didn't click the villager. He is attacking the tower from that side. And he doesn't need to build a defensive tower there as well. He's just killing that one anyway. So, well, some mistakes were made here, but not the most important stuff. Lan now trying to reboom left-hand side as well. What is the answer to all those big raids from the max? It seems at the moment that Teddo wants to counter it with camels as well, but as I said, Tukunu is the real strong unit that should really put the threat in their head. Roomstock now with the casual double with X timing, and some monks healing, converting, trying to do their very best. Population's not looking great. Traps advancing over here. And this amount of wood. Teddo with 17 fishing ships, 14 for land. So they're abusing this quite solidly. But it's simply not enough. And oh boy, another raid here. I think the max now with the score lead for Finland is going to win this. In the kind of 2v1, obviously they're losing quite a bit. Lan and Teddo Roomstock was just so annoying, but had such a bad spot and then started to douche. This is just so weird, and yeah, I haven't seen such a game in quite some time on a competitive level. And it just simply lands poor reaction there. The weird villager fight. Why would you fight against a guy that is Dark Age without his DC anyways? That's just so playing in his hands, and then took only so few villagers. Slowing himself down. Teddo is having some problems as well. Took way too much water, or Lan didn't abuse the water early enough, and the max is winning the kind of weakened 2v1 here, and Roomstocks was pop 35. Actually, for me, the MVP of this game, and this is a 1-1, guys. What a sick game, and that was loud. Ay. Sick game by the max? Do you think so? He had to do nothing. He wasn't attacked once. I think he even played sloppy with the mangonels. Roomstock's annoyance was just the best, and well, I think Lan's reaction wasn't great. Ay. Achievement! We have 19 kills by Roomstock. 2-2! Losing 21 buildings, and 3 or 4 of them were TCs. Largest army, 1 single fire galley that actually got some kills, and 8k sling from Lan. Couldn't really help Teddo to get onto a strong army either, and society stats, 35 villagers was enough for Ruby, my boy, to F up the whole team. I think Roomstock was MVP. What makes Chukunu strong? That they're firing multiple arrows. So they're basically, the normal Chukunu is firing 3 arrows. So they just do more damage than you think they do from the pure stats. Yeah, arrow number 2 and 3 are doing less damage, but still they're so much more efficient against all siege units. Everything with high armor, they're way better, because you always at least do 1 damage. So let's say an archer is doing, or a crossbowman is doing 1 damage against a mangonel. Then it took a noose doing 3 damage. Yeah, same against rams and buildings. That is so good for them. I think elite even have 5 arrows or 4 arrows, something like that. Took a noose. Also do 0 melee damage. Good versus rams. What? And you can upgrade then even further with +6 attack in him. So, Nomad in the books. Next will be Chaos Pit. Then we will see Sahara played as well. Sarah? What? Rams have minus melee armor. So to noose doing extra damage because they have additional 0 melee damage. Okay. Today I learned. Vanilla math, yeah, that's really part of vanilla math. Oh, what are the brackets here? That's just so weird. I need to watch more Spirit of the Lord. What for? I have you guys. Additional 0 melee damage, yes. Is there a way to see who plays for what country? Yes, exclamation mark teams. And we are going into game number 3 here on Chaos Pit, and that could be really chaos. Let's take a look. Franks for the max tries to make use of the berry fact and might push some deer into Ruben's stock, who is playing Mongols. So maybe a nice team play could be something here. And we see Mongols for Tattoo as well. On the other side, Celts for land. Everyone who doesn't know this map, we don't have any gold in the center here. Only 2 tiles of stone, maybe 4 tiles of stone. Yeah, 4 tiles of stone. And then we need to chop ourselves outside here to get some more access to gold, stone, and some more bigger woodlines as well. No, last map is Water Nomad if we get into it. Chaos Pit now, then Sahara. So this is the whole map of Spain. Let's take a look. Now moves out, and that's actually an unfortunate map generation. Tender will think this is the outside woodline and will build a lumber camp here, but it actually is not the outside woodline. So that's really, really unfortunate for him. Cannot chop outside there very quickly. I think I've never seen that before. It's just impossible for him to not make that mistake. So he will stay in the center the longest. Will have quite some trouble to chop himself out. Meanwhile, Roomstock didn't even build the lumber camp to the outside. Pretty much a big mistake in my opinion. But, well, just indicates that he wants to stay with some aggression in the center. Yeah, it will be too late to and they already read earlier. So the question is, will the max go for double berries? I think that could be like team strategy wise the best thing. If he just goes double berries and pushes some deer to room stock. Oh, Tato going for some laming. Tato's getting chased down here. Oh, not Tato. Lan is getting chased down by the Max, who has more HP with the Franks and also got some hits off apparently. Let's take a look. Did he maybe take a small look into the TC? Oh, not really. No. Maybe just some hits from the Scout. The Max tries to stay annoying here with some villagers, laming some deer. Maybe could even push those a bit further away. And, oh, even blocking. So the villager is getting some more ground. Let's take a look. Lan, yeah, he, I think, shouldn't really take this fight. 12 HP, doesn't want to get snagged here. Will deal some more damage against the Scout of the Max now. Might get a hit from the hill. Let's take a look. Just trading off HP would be fine here for Lan. The Max now is forced back. We've seen some lemming from Boomstock against the berries of Tato as well. Everyone just so active here. Boomstock up to fuel age now, and oh, look at that. It's going to be a Mongol Trash. And Tato is going for the Trash as well. So we surely see some aggression. Lan, he might get that villager kill. Let's take a look. Really wants to block here, not attack. Needs 2 more hits, and that would be too close to the TC. I believe he will lose his Scout. And oh, yeah, 2 HP. This wasn't what he was aiming for. And now, oh, cancelled his house building. Oh god, that was just so bad. Why does he not continue building the house? Oh, yo. What a funny series here. Game number 2 was just wild. Why is Mongols Trust so good? Well, because of deers. You can up faster. As you can see, Mongols both up to feudal age. Other civilizations are not. Oh, Roomstock, that's quite an aggressive move. Sees all the villagers here. Does Tato have any idea about this? Yes, he does. Age of Gate Pyres now helping Roomstock out. And Tato, he's just going for the aggression. Oh boy. And Roomstock, he's pulling villagers here. I think that is way better for Roomstock. Using more of his villagers quite efficiently. And the tower at the front goes up. That blocks the berries in the long run. And Tato with his tower not even started yet. I think this is a bit better. Both losing their Scout though. And Roomstock, he's going back. Why is he not trying to fight this? Oh, defensive tower by him. Makes a lot of sense as well. I think putting some of the villagers here could really help him out as well. And you can see the mixture. He's trying to get the tower up. And maybe 1 or 2 villagers there could be quite nice for him as well. Goes for the berries, even goes for the mill here. And he will have food income. I think something that Tato won't be able to save from himself. Or for himself. Meanwhile, we missed a bit of the action here at the slower side. Although there were still 0-0 killed, so not a lot of action going on. Some laming here, and I think this will just be some... Do we even have a barracks from Lan? No barracks yet, oh god. This will be a fail. Did he want to trush as well? Well, he's on stone. So, potentially. Moving out with a lot of villagers, but still, with that late timing... And pop 22, I think going for a barracks could have really helped him out. We now have some spearmen from the Max. Lan, he's still trying to chase this down. Scout against him at that side, and it just feels like fighting against spearmen could be tricky. Villager over here from Lan, I have no idea what he's trying to accomplish. And Scout over here, idle as well. Where's the one spearman? Okay, against the house. At least one kill against... Oh, actually 3 kills! We have 3 lost villagers by land in range of the TC. Are you kidding me, guys? Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's just super bad. Now aggressive tower. What did we miss in the meanwhile? Roomstock stays active here. And, well, defended that off quite nicely. Now trying to chase down. Tower behind the wood line for Mr. Tato. And he has a barracks himself. Now has some farms working for him as well. Quite costly. Much for Roomstock, and upgrade that I absolutely love. Now goes for the lumber camp here, but you never want to go for the diagonal one because then you need to chop more trees than on the straight side. Defensive tower here, nice quick walls by Lan. Needs one more palisade here. What is he doing with the villagers? Kind of misclicking here. 4 spearmen around as well. Max with quite some nice aggression. Sends 3 more villagers to the front. Still heavily on stone in the back here. And Lan now defending this just in time. I'm stuck with another tower. Lan with 6 losses, not a single kill in this game so far. What else did he lose? He lost the 3 villagers here. Lost his scout. The villager is kind of continuing his exploring trip. Maybe he didn't know that he cannot go outside. Oh man. Another tower might be walled off here though. Let's take a look. Lan. He isn't playing too bad from what I see. Just surprising. Where did he lose all the other villagers? That had to be 2 of Lan's villagers. So close to the TC. And the towers. Oy, 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 oy. Okay, what's the next steps here? Is anyone going for a real army? Not even the barracks for Roomstock. Tato, he has a stable now. Has 3 scouts out, so maybe he can snack some at the edges here. Obviously can easily wall that off. And the Max, he's already on the outside. Active with his scout, and we'll get an update that Land could get out as well. Tato is showing his scouts. Let's take a look. Roomstocks. He should see those. Is he there for a reaction? Goes for an outpost here. That's a weird spot in my opinion. Goes for some quick walls, and he will be fine. In the meanwhile, the Max, he has a defensive spearman already. Roomstock slinging the Max now, so they want him to go for Knights. Is on gold as well. Spearman will all clear this up, has the full control, and just looks good for him. Land sending some villagers over. Let's take a look. The Max, is he trying to wall somewhere? Not really. Getting a bit more food. Defensive tower, somewhat in no man's land, only protecting 1 single farm. A bit surprising to me. Maybe he wants to add some more farms here. And, well, Land is coming with the tower indirectly that direction, so maybe perfect anticipation from the Max. Is he not garrisoning the villagers? That's so weird. I think he could have killed 1 or 2 villagers there. Weird. Spearman annoying at that side as well. Tato's scouts won't do anything because everything is walled off here. Oh! Okay, send some more spearmen forward. Up to Castle Edge now after receiving the sling. And still KD 7-0. Now the first unit died. The Spearman over here. The Max not with a perfect game anymore. Now what's this behind? It looks pretty good for the Finns if you ask me. Also Sling kind of strong on this map because it's impossible to wall off against it. Impossible to really buy yourself some time. And Roomstock, he was just so annoying in game number 2 already and just wants to continue with that. Apparently some more stone walls behind here. I think Lan isn't playing as well as the other 3. That's what I kind of said in my pre-show, right? Some slip-ups for sure, and well, not that comfortable in tricky situations. What is Roomstock up to here? Just right-clicked them and didn't really think about building a mining camp apparently. And all of them are going back now. Okay, now he builds the mining camp, makes a lot more sense. Tries to stay active here. And, well, tries to wall his villagers in again. Will get... yeah, destroyed again though, but soon Knights will be out. You can see the Max is trying to defend this as well. And has one stable here and one stable sneaked around already. Oh god, that's going to be a super good one. They have zero answer to that. Teddle still with some struggle to get even out here, and he will just stay on to scouts apparently. That's just super unfortunate for him. Not much we can do. This is obviously not really an admin restart, but just a super unfortunate creation for sure. WC bracket is the bracket for this tournament. First night out. Really want to see +1 attack as well. And this is just going to be so tough for Lan. Tedder in the meanwhile, is he just going maybe a siege? Pikeman push could be better than going for, what is he going for? A light calf? We don't really know, right? And oh boy, Lan, this is going to be ugly for him. Look at that. And what is his reaction here? Just pulls back to his TC. Most likely it's open over here as well. So the knights, even if they are not getting through, will still go to the mains or to the center. But well, we have knight raids at the front as well. And Lan, he has some pikemen to defend, but simply not the numbers. So many villagers went down. 17-4 KD now for the Max, and that will only increase since he's Castle Age. Getting some stuff done here as well. Some aggression at that side. Oh no, just to get another TC up. And oh, that's just so beautiful. Tado, he has massive amount of pikemen and some camels to defend that, but still not on gold here. So that means fast counter will take some time. +2 defense for the Max even. And they're so heavily ahead in villagers now as well. The Max with husbandry, with some monks around here as well. And some spearmen go apparently. No idea how that was. How those were coming over. Probably from over here, that engagement. And well, the monks not really finding any army to convert, but just getting some villagers won't be the worst thing ever as well. And Tado around a bit here, tries to go for some annoyance, but Age of Gate Pyres is coming through and seems like everything will be fine. Wonka S, what are they doing? Are they trying to get some more pikemen? Are they trying to get some more villagers? Getting one villager here for sure. And now some more knights. Let's take a look. The spearmen over here shouldn't really get too much done if we get some conversions or some healing, but for now that was just a straight up loss. Knight needs to focus or need to micro back. This is pretty ugly for the Max. And the villagers, they are rushing out. Can they do anything? Are they trying to fight down the monks? Looks a bit like it. Spearman count down to 3 only though, and I think if they are going down, this is just looking so ugly. Are we missing anything on the minimap? Maybe we have some harassment here, but Roomstock fixed that hole. Another stable, and well, the monks are just doing a beautiful job. The healing continues, more spearmen coming over, but that's simply not enough. Look at that. 2 camels, 2 scouts. So maybe the monks can get a camel conversion. That would kind of kill it here. Nice micro though by Tedo. Getting 2 monks, getting 3 monks without a single conversion against him. That was great play. But, well, numbers are just way too good here. Roomstock now even up to Castle Age. Something we cannot say of Lan, who is at pop 21 at the moment. Well, let me be corrected. He will just go down even further. Let's in more knights. Lost all the villagers in the TC during all those engagements over here. Oh boy, this is just so ugly. And more villagers going to die, trying to get to the TC. Pop 15 for him. Tedo is trying to make something happen here with pop 70, but only now on the outside and trying to get onto some gold. That was really unfortunate for Tedo. Interesting sling for sure. The early uptime with the Roomstock here, just 20 more seconds, was great for the Thrush. Then defended that off. I think that was not the right direction by Tedo to go aggressively here. And lots of sloppy villager lost by Mr. Lan. Just giving Finland a good chance of a comeback here in the series after losing game number 1. Another very interesting game. Yeah, the max at NSC 2 would have been so nice. Lan in the end got 13 kills. Maybe against his converted spearmen or something, or against his converted villagers. Oh, tricky stuff. Okay, game number 4 will be Sahara, so that will be very aggressive again. Excited for that. So I have millions for both. Francs for Spain as well. So it could be like millions Slav against millions Francs. Is there no better player for Teddy to play with? Do you have a better Spanish player? Lan is pretty good. Lan is not really top 15, but he's good. Say like number 30 or something. There were 4 home maps decided first, and then home maps are played in the order loser, winner of game 1. That's why you asked me. Okay, well, Lan is the second best Spanish player by far. What is China BNA? Exclamation mark teams will tell you. Members is a good player. No trolls in this chat, please. Who was in Germany? Exclamation mark teams. There you can see it. Lan is number 11 on 1-in-1 ladder at the moment. Oh boy, do I care a lot about rating points. Why do countries get extra teams? Every country could have signed up as many teams as they wanted. Argentina, for example, had like 18 teams signing up. Germany had like 6 or something. That's just the bracket of the last 16 remaining. Is Twitch AE the main job of Nearford? Yes. FNS. F is home map Finland, S is home map Spain. And we're jumping into home map Finland. Sahara, game number 4 here. I'm expecting millions francs. We will see about that. And oh, what? Okay, so it's another order, guys. So apparently it's just switched around. We'll play Water Nomad now, the home map of Spain, since they're behind apparently. And then we're playing Sahara as a potential decider, game number 5. Okay, so Water Nomad, for everyone who doesn't know this, we are starting with lots of villagers and some fishing ships as well, and then need to go for a lot of water here on this NoTC start map. In this area here, the mangrove, you can build stuff, you can move with ships, and you can also walk on it. So triple the possibilities. And we might see a lot of, hits here on water. But why do we pick Vikings? So that we can build cheaper docks, that we can build longboats later on as well, and galleys before that are cheaper as well. Italians is our civilization here from land, who is pretty far away at the site. They have cheaper fishing ships. You don't build too many though, because you already start with 5 or 6, something like 6. And then can upgrade into fuel age a bit better, or in all ages a bit better, and also your dock tax are a bit cheaper. And Japanese, their fishing ship bonus, the cheaper lumber camps and gold camps as well, just giving them a pretty sweet eco. And we see water buffaloes used for a lot of scouting here all around the map to give some more vision where we want to fish later on. And let's see about strategies. I personally think Vikings should somewhat play fast castle, and the other one should play very aggressively. Lando with his TC placement, not playing that too well, because he kind of needs to be more in the center if he wanted to give Tado a bit more time for his FC. So Spain in the south and Finns kind of in the north area here. What did they scout? Okay. Trying to see some stuff here. Maybe thinking, okay, enemies have to be here. And land already clicking up with a very early -2 villagers. Pop 16 here. I'm not sure if that's really something working out. And well, Roomstock is clicking up with pop 20 as well. So that will be some aggressive timings. Tado already building dock number 3 here. Trying to get his eco rolling in the back. And also some walls at the front. I think that will be a fast castle. On the other side, we have the Max. He is playing pop 19 as well. So very aggressive play by the two Finns. I think Tado will play it quite slow. And Lan, he needs to play this quite aggressively. Is building dock number 2 here at the front. Maybe even wants to start off with some demos, which one-hit villagers. Just think about a demo in the back here, or maybe at the gold. Maybe in those areas. Could just be deadly for so many villagers. Vikings is a good sling civ. Not on this map, my friend. It's basically impossible to wall. And yeah, they are a good sling civ, but they are just so good on water as well. And Battle of Africa is a land map only tournament. And that's why we saw them going for the sling so often. So fire galleys for land to begin with, trying to pressure the Max a bit, who has only 2 docks at the moment. And well, he obviously needs to defend with galleys, not having the option for fire galleys as an Italian player. As a Vikings player, I mean. 3 docks for Roomstock here as well. Maybe someone in the north could be nice as well. Tado up to 11 fishing ships. And that will be the fast castle that I was talking about, yeah. think Tato should have built a gate here. So the fishing ships can pass, but no enemy. Some aggression from Mr. Land now. Let's take a look. How's the max? Okay. Some weird walls. Doesn't really want to have any fire galley sneaking around here. Kind of wants to force his opponent into the TC. Why are Vikings a good sling sieve? Because they have eco bonuses. So you have more villagers to sling with. Having free handcart and free wheelbarrow. Tato will click up. I think he needs to queue up another villager. Oh, some raids against him now. 3 dogs, still some in the back. That's actually pretty efficient. And what is Lan up to? Didn't really get any kills. Fog of War is saying he's trying to make something happen, but cannot really against the Max, who plays very defensively. Love that. In the meantime, Roomstock is going very aggressively as well. Tato very clumped up, builds another dock here, and that will indeed be longboats from Tato. I think a great strategy on this map. More raids against the villagers. As I said, demos is the key here. Do I have any demos queued up? Okay, now 2. Oh, this could be just so good. The Maxi needs to be very aware of the situations here. Tato losing some of his fishing ships, some more aggression here. It's pretty important that villagers cannot get sneaked in from some demos at the site. Why do we not see melee on this map? Well, I just think Vikings, Japanese and Italians are a bit stronger. Melee are certainly good as well. Early uptimes, maybe you can later go on to harbors even, but that's like a very late scenario. Oh boy, that will be 2 good demo hits. Oh boy! Killing 3 of the fire galleys. Kind of a slip up here by Mr. Land. Might kill 1 or 2 villagers and... oh, just a bit of a sloppy play if you ask me. That he lost all his fire galleys here. You can see are Finns Mongols or Vikings? Vikings, clearly. Oh, demo hit, not really coming in. Eats 1 volley of the TC. Now tries to go back. Do we maybe see a hit? Not really yet. Tato tries to get up to his numbers. Longboats. Has some under the TC now. Should be able to defend this area now. Them on the back. Can he get some stuff rolling for himself? And oh, just deleted that one as well. And Land. That's not really going too well for him. Nice defense by the Max so far. And oh boy, seems like Roomstock really wants to commit another TC. Defensive tower around though as well. And Tato, he should now somewhat dominate this. University to really get everything rolling for himself. Ballistics. And let's take a look. We are at 4 docks. Did we see very close dock here? No. Roomstock, he's already thinking about clicking up to Castle Age as well. Group formation for Tato. Snipes down the demo maybe? No. Ah, Finns Mongols? Okay, well then I didn't know. If you know that the TC is away from the enemy, wouldn't it be melee? What? What was going on here, guys? Why are we GGing this? Roomstock was up to castle age. Yeah, it was looking tough against the longboats, but we had some nice aggression from Lan. Let's take a look. The Max, he would have clicked up before Lan as well, so he could have transitioned into longboats as well. Was going for a third dock as well. Couldn't really lose any villagers, so he always stays more cost efficient against Lan. Well, Roomstock, he had some troubles for sure. But he was up to castle age, like 20% or something. Military count wasn't looking too great, and yeah, probably Tether would have dominated, but I just feel like give him a shot to screw it up. Maybe you just build 2 demos, get onto war galleys yourself, and then some demo ship hits against longboats that are maybe a bit clumped up. I know that probably Spain is winning this, but the aim of continuing to play is that the enemy can screw it up, and I think they certainly could, because in my book, the Max had an advantage against Lan here as well. But, well, that's only me, and we will see game number 5. Achievements. Tero with the beautiful build-up that we wanted to see, and I kind of said, like, Vikings, you picked them for longboats, and he had 1252 castle age here, and even added some fishing ships, so that was great for him. And yeah, it was looking pretty good for him. We kind of countered that by mass demo and even aggressive towers behind the woodline, the FC. But you kind of need to realize it, where he is. It's tricky to scout early on, so yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, Sarah Decider. They started the game, guys. Hype song, and then game number 5. Junkie. Are you also organizing World Cup like NSC2, or are you only casting it? I'm only casting it. It is organized by Riverplation, an Argentinian guy, and also caster in Spanish. Are there any other Finns not in the max team? There are like 5 million Finns that are not in the max team. And Sennheiser Momentum? Yes, indeed. You probably meant what happened to Belize and Zupi. They didn't sign up. It was only Roomstock and Jupe in the team. And we are looking into game number 5 here, the decider. The loser will be out. The winner will advance to play Norway in the semifinals of this tournament. And we have the Max in Mayans, in teal with Mayans, as I said, together with Roomstock at stacks. Quite a surprise for me. I thought he would go for Slavs. And we have Slavs for LAN, who I thought would have been Franks. And Tato with Mayans here. So Roomstock may be a bit surprising when it comes to the Tiv, but still Aztecs, a very strong pick. We can all agree on that. Only 3 on wood here. So that won't be an early drush. And wants to lay a bit more. And we already see the Max trying to find... He is trying to lay the main gold spot. And Tato saw the villager. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, where are the other gold spots? One at the front here. And one in the back there. Did Tato scout that one in the back? No, he did not. Did he scout that one at the front? Yes, he did. At least that. Is Roomstock his actual in real life name? No. I think even Max? I think his name is Max. Velissa is also Velissa. Zuppy has a different name. Drozina, Chems, unlikely. Very unlikely. Especially against Aztecs and Mayans. Not that great. Roomstock? Going for complete wall off? I don't want to say it, guys. This looks like a sling to me. Oh, that's still open. Roomstock without loom. He will be surprised to see his scout in suddenly. Let's take a look. Can he save the villager? For now, just going for the fight here. Why is Lan not committing? He could have killed that villager. And now he's moving out again. Are you kidding me? This is so wrong. Okay, some drush for Tato, and he will most likely get that villager. Tries to block her. Doing a beautiful job here. In the meanwhile, I think Max should actually attack the eagle of Tato. Oh, but the drush is coming over as well. Check look, needs 2 more hits. 3 militia. They're getting good hits off to begin with. And, well, the Max will lose his scout. Where is... Oh, no, his eagle. Ah, his villager. Third try is the charm. And let's take a look now. Tato doing quite a lot of damage from behind here. Weakens those militia quite heavily. He's focusing down on the low ones first. And now with the scout of land to help here in this fight could be really nice. Looks somewhat even, I'd say. And Roomstock now close it off. Villagers confirming that. Maybe it's just eagles or something. It's clearly not fast castle. Tato still has no idea about that gold spot. I think he will just go on to plumes. Handle the castle or something. Lisha finally down. Tato, what will he scout? The Max has a beautiful defensive gold spot. No stone for him though. Both of them open. So he will be forced to go into crossbowman for sure. And Tato, he goes for the aggressive gold at the front. Stable from land, more aggressive villagers, and Roomstock. That's eco upgrades, and that's the stable. It will be a sling. He's not on stone though. Huh. So they will sling the Max. I was trying to go for the walls again. Uh-oh, and we'll walk into the wolf. So, let's see, can he save the will? Oh, goes actually to the wrong side. Oh, sweet move here. Saves the will. Maybe it's barracks. Maybe it's eagles, guys. Maybe it's not archers. Full eagle aggression. Might be something, right? Without going on stone. Okay, now RuneShock goes heavily on stone. Then let's take a look. Did he scout all those walls? Yes, he did. Now he is heavily stone walling. Is he maybe slinging Tato as well? He is unreasonably heavy on stone as well. I think it might be double sling. Archer range here, and Tato will have zero idea about this. Oh boy, blacksmith. Okay, so we'll just be crossbows. The max he will kill that wolf, and then build the second archer range. Drazina champs, not going to happen, my friend. Sorry. Okay, full sling as expected. Tato with some problems getting up here. Market blacksmith in the back. I'm stuck with an eagle now. Archer getting the hippo, and now deleting the wall and probably getting another archer range out. Take a look, Tato. He did not see that wolf. Look at that. Oh, just barely out of range. To not see the dead body. Okay, what is Lan up to now? Is he slinging? He's still not on gold. That will be a sling. The max, he will eventually get onto the castle as well. We'll have an uptiming of a solid minute. Better. And Tato? Don't tell me Tato's scouting that area now. That's just so fortunate for him. Sends more villagers to the gold. I don't really war that, and wow, it seems like a full team wall even. I love that. Lan. What is that of an outpost? Yes. Spearman, 0 upgrades there. Now the archers are coming here against Tato, and he will have some troubles reacting to that properly, and will be completely out of gold. But luckily he's getting the sling. Now walled his villagers out. Is he allowing himself to get in there? Looks like it. Okay, so 2 villagers down, away from the gold. That's all okay. Crossman and bot can arrow upgrade. Now, Tato, he needs to buy himself some more time. He's still 100 stone away from actually building the castle. Where can he get it up? Probably here. Needs to wall that area a bit more. Max now running around, still has that 1 minute window. That's, I'm pretty sure it has to be open as well. Yeah, look at that. That's still open. Shadow now goes into gold in that area. Defensive castle. Crossrun, they could sneak through the TC. But we'll probably will just stay around here. And 100 stone. We not see more sling? And what did I say? They can just sneak through the TC and will get the kills. And this is just so bad for Tato. It's losing those villagers. Yeah, even if he gets that palisade up, it only had 2 HP. More villagers going down. Tato with a solid 29 villagers here now. Losing more and more. This is just so ugly for him. He will get the castle up in the end. But not a great start in this sling war. So many idle villagers now as well. Crossman just dominating all positions. Tato is getting botkin arrow. He will clear it up, yes, but it will surely take some time. And as I said, this is still open. Unspotted at the moment from Lan or Tato. Rumsaka has been weakest link every game. Wow! Then you haven't seen any games yet. Or we have seen different games. Let's take a look. Lan, He just stop walling here. Why does he think he needs second layer of stone walls? Oh, yo. Tato probably thought he was running through the gate. Okay, Plume Artist will clear this up. Max in the meanwhile, 10 villagers ahead. 3 TCs even for himself. And now heavily on stone. Tato's clearing up. It is still a sling war. Land with more villagers. Not sure if he has wheelbarrow. In the long run, Slavs a bit better. Town watch now for Roomstock. Fearing some form of an attack, apparently. Crossbowman, they could just sneak through here and end the game. Ay. Wouldn't surprise me if the Max just right clicks it. This has to be open, right? You have to see this. How can he not see this? This is so weird. Ay. Another villager going down. Max at 51 villagers already. 3TC's working for himself. Defensive siege workshop. Okay. Thought castle was more realistic. Tato up to imp already. Okay, probably wants to make something happen with Bracer then. 35 villagers for him. And Tato is building us another castle? Okay. Oh, he's really counting on the eco of land. Still without a castle, but we'll be upping pretty soon as well. 20 more villagers though. Don't really see Tato having too much steam in the long run. Defensive castle, university will be up. What will he go for though? Bracer, plumed archers. He will never get onto real numbers. Hi. Sling continues. Land, TC, Europe, okay. Kind of long walking distances for his villagers as well. Look at that villager. Oh, yeah. Max now up to him. 2 minutes later, but just within, yeah. Eco out of this world. Tato with some nice debation micro here. Oh, beautiful. Let's click those away. That's just so well done by him. Oh boy. Okay, how much did he kill there? 6 and lost like 1 or something? Well, leaves 1 to tail the tail. Can you show the linked resources? Sure. We are looking into 7k from Roomstock, 6k from land. So quite impressive how much more Roomstock was already slinging. And that's also with a better eco, right? Roomstock. Here's 54 to 57. Okay. Tato. Ooh la la. Okay. Survive for now. Why is the Max building another archery range? He's going for skirms. And Tato, he's going for another castle. So maybe here and some traps could be an option. Horse color quite late from the Max. Maybe that's the way how Tato can win this one. Okay, he wants to control his gold spot at the front. Defensive castle, most likely from the Max, something over here. Indeed. Could make an argument to build it a bit more defensively, so that it cannot be attacked from the hill. Where is one petard here? Do we have any spot where one petard is breaking the walls? Not really. Need to get a second one. Instant reaction by Roomstock. Good job here. Oh, it's trying to break this. Oh, Bracer's helping out a bit. The one petard. Roomstock just trying to get some more walls behind there. Yes, indeed. I was fearing the attack, and yeah, nice reaction there by Roomstock. And just will lose some more villagers in exchange. It's actually quite a solid raid here. Still got like 5-6 villagers. Castle up now. And solid amount of resources from Tedo all of a sudden. Heavily behind when it comes to population though. Oh yeah, look at all those walls. Military count 40 to 40. Upgrades +3 +1 +4 +2. And Tedo doesn't even have an archer range, so Dumping kind of out of the question as well. Maybe Elite Plumed Archer might be a bit earlier for Tedo, but he will lose so many Plumed Archers here before that. That's so ugly for him. Ballistics now for the max as well. And that was just half of the army kind of going down here. That was, what was that? Maybe 10 Plumed Archers going down. Pretty ugly. Oh god, and he's losing more. Tedo, that's just so sloppy by him. Oh god. Dumping now for max. This is just so bad. Elite plumes, yeah, I can see that. Tedo, does he see that castle? No idea about it. Oh, some go behind here as well. Something we completely missed. Ram skirm go. Didn't catch that at all. Sorry, guys. Didn't get too much done though. So that was pretty nice for Tedo in the meanwhile. Maybe that's why he wasn't really focusing on the front. The Max now going for the Ram go already though. And Mangonels, I believe they need to go and defend over here. Otherwise, that Ram go from the Max might already be somewhat deadly. Trap moving over. Oh, Tedo, I think he will return the favor now. If he patrols in there properly, let's take a look. Moves with his one trap back a bit. Thumbring now for Tedo as well. Quite important upgrade, and he's getting it. Oh, that could be a lot of dead villagers. Let's take a look. Shift click them away, as it seems. We have no chemistry here for Tedo, and he is moving in. That's not a lot of skirmishers to help out, so I just think Tedo will get a lot of kills done here. Castle will probably not go up. Way too many traps around. We also have the Mangonels now coming over. Another castle for Tedo going up here, and that was a pretty nice fight for Team Spain here. The Max with quite a waste. Elite Plumed Archer for him now. Military count 30 to 35. Tedo hanging in for Spain. It's up to 3 castles now. 3 Mangonels. Let's take a look. Tedo dodging that shot. It's a bit of the castle fire though in exchange. Traps now under some pressure here. Tedo, he's switching onto more rams maybe. Oh, yet another go here. Tedo not really seeing that. Needs to focus at the front. Doesn't really want to lose his traps. And, well, that's just costing him quite a lot here in the back. Quite ugly and not the greatest waypoints either here. But gets some solid Mangonel shots off against the mech who's now attacking into onages. Finally, Tedo sees what was going on here, and well, his eco wasn't the strongest to begin with. 37 villages for him. The max at a solid 100. That's just random houses here from land, not too important. How can Tedo hold this? Another university still lacking chemistry. Yes, he does. More traps coming forward. The Max trying to buy himself some more time. Onages now. Those are some pretty sick damage dealers against the Plumed Archers. Oi, oi, oi. Let's take a look. Skirmishers around as well. Army composition just so much better here for the max. Tato lacking chemistry, lacking +4 defense, but catching up with those upgrades now. Onagers. Ooh la la. Oh god, they could be so sick. Now Sunhill advantage here. Trades 2 for 1. That's going to be a tricky split. We'll get one of those onagers. Max, he cannot take the fight at the top. I think that's a better one for Tato, as long as the Rams aren't there. Snipe the second onager though. And Tato, he needs to go back against all the Rams. Does not want to lose his traps. Chemistry is finally ticking in for him. Will lose a lot of his siege workshops though. And still no cap drum upgrade there either. Not getting the resource on the map, and just compare populations here. The max alone has more population than the whole Spanish team. Onagers helping out from distance as well, and siege ram upgrade at the same time where we have the cap drum upgrades. Tato, even after he has cap drams, well, not really having those resources to upgrade to siege. And next try to get a castle up, I thought, but it is going to be another siege workshop. And that's just what is carrying the max so much. And another raid coming in here, and in the back Tato, he can only defend with villagers at the moment. Not even a single mangonel out is taking cap drams here, and he will defend it. Yes, he will, but so much more idle eco for him. No trade setup just yet. The max, what is he doing with those villagers? Wants to get an aggressive castle up, but won't really happen. For now, gets another siege workshop up in the center, and then it will get tricky for land to defend all areas. Tato is now taking into onagers as well. This is defended, but Tato, did he really need to send all his plumed archers? Kind of leaves him exposed at the front if there was a go coming any second, but for now, the max is just grouping up. Aggressive castle here, and well, the max will not get this one rolling for himself. As I said, still no real trade rolling, and well, some gold here in the back, not really scouted by the max, I believe, indeed. Roomstock still slinging? Yes. Might be GG if he goes up to castle in a few units. No. He needs to start slinging. He didn't tech for any units yet, and it just makes so much more sense to give more resources to the max than to have Roomstock going up and build units. It only makes sense for him to go up now, because Roomstock has enough eco of his own. For example, land going up here makes 0 sense, because Tato couldn't afford any army, because there's only 45 villagers. Blue dots are houses here. I did show them several times. Tato even sniping down quite nicely. Oh, didn't get the kill here. So one plume could maybe do something, but not really. Some wards from Roomstock here. Tries to zone out some area to later get some trade rolling for himself. Actually, both kind of sending trade in here. And the max, look at his resources. He can just trade. He could even go for an eagle switch. Not too important though. He will just make the go against Lan, who's trying to wall off with some stone. But this is basically unwallable. Let's take a look. Tato, he's around with his plumed archers as well, is sending over more. Roomstock now getting all the feudal or the castle age eco upgrades as well. The max will clear all this up and land. He might even get house, I want to say. Maybe losing all of this at the front. The max is now coming in with the go here. Architecture for him as well, to even win more of those wars when it comes to trap against trap and all the castles. We have some more movement here, and the max will lose his forward base, but land eco now in shambles. He's down to 70 villagers while Roomstock is on 80, and even taking caravans, so he will have a solid trade rolling for his team pretty soon as well. To see down for land, not the most important thing at the moment, but simply all the villagers going with it, and obviously a lot of confidence kind of as well. And yet another ram go. Tato has 0 answer to that. This game seems to be over. Tato, he's trying to make something happen. Yeah, he feels good. He's pop 144, but the max, he is simply pop limit. Roomstock is castle age now. Added TCs as well. For now I only see 1. Not sure why we aren't seeing more. Probably not enough resources. Okay, one to see here. And seems like the max wants to trade in that corner. Feels like the south one might be not protected well enough with castles. But he's getting those rolling for himself as well now. Caravans for the max, and they really want to start trading properly here. That's his only TC, obviously, his only feudal age. Rebirth's in the back now. No, onager shots. Not really hitting, but that was a lot of siege going down. And the castle of the max survives. Tato, can he maybe get some big kills in here? Well, one okay-ish shot if it wasn't for the great movement of the max out moving and killing that onager as well. And now the max is coming over. What a wild game. Roomstock, very peaceful. Not a single kill by him all game long. Tato is clearing this up. He is at 90 military against the 80 of the max. But one single onager shot could obviously change everything here. Tato, where's his reaction to potential next ram go? Already have quite some rams queued up again here. One castle went down. Onager defense and villager defense. Tato finally finds his gold spot here. Didn't see it earlier. And has to be quite happy that he had one in the back this whole time. Guard towers? Okay. Some more walls here from Rubenstock. Just control the whole map. Goes for 4 TCs now, and well, land continues to sling. Tries to re-wall a bit at the front. TC still not going down. Some more raids here. No real big attack coming through the center. Hoardings now for the max as well. Really wants to go for a lot of HP on those castles. Look at the KD. The Finns have worse KD. Well, the max had a lot of skirmishers mixed in as well, right? And just wasted a lot here to keep the castle amount down. He's at 6 castles while Tato is only at 3. So that's why the KD looks so bad. What is Roomstock going for now? Skirms and SO? Maybe, right? Oh, we'll see. Maybe just goes on to Eagles and kills Lan. Wouldn't be the worst thing either. Eagles actually could just have the max go for all the Eagles. Tato couldn't really get more shots off. Do we see more raids here? Tries to gate all this. Has enough army to close this or to kill the army in the back here. Age of gate fires. And Tato, he's not moving at all. GG, good luck. They know this is over. Oh god, Tato, unfortunate gold spot. Didn't scout gold spot number 3 in the back, therefore had to move out. Then the crossbowman surprised him completely. And then it kind of was over. Already. Yeah, we continued a bit more. They tried to come back. They tried to give some chances to the Finns to screw it up, but the max just played so well. Had the great boom running for himself. Roomstock with the pretty safe walls, and G2 the G. Strong play by the Finns. I said my slight favorites here, and some screw ups on Nomad, I'd say, from LAN. Overall, very high level, and I was very pleased to be here with you guys in this close to 2.5 hour series. And if you want to see more Age of Empires, you are exactly at the right channel, because we will see Fire against Belize directly after this commercial break. No, but in like 2-3 minutes. I will drink some, I will pee some, will stretch my legs, and then we'll be back with Fire against Belize Rex. Time for the Finnish anthem? No, it will mute the VOD, sorry. Can't really play it anymore. I can only play it before we start. So Fire versus Belize. Rex. Vegetex, thanks for 3 months. So, let's change the title. Fire versus Release. Rex. And we also have Cuminate1, also with 3 months of Prime.
3 Monet, Danky Hypen AC2.
Fire versus Release. And we will have another bracket for that as well. And we'll move the settings. And it's a 2 qualifying winner bracket semis, and this is a best of 7. Fire will get a Brazilian flag as well. Tiani, thanks for Prime, followed by Spain's World, also with 2 months Prime. Thanks. Why the Max didn't compete in an SA2 qualifier? I think all like the stuff around it was probably too much for him. Like all the interviews, interacting with all the players. He's more of the sit at home and bash nuts on the internet kind of guy. He simply said he didn't have interest in that kind of tournament. Score is 1-0 for Belize. I will explain why in a bit. And I think we will... Yeah. Start the series in 2.5 minutes. Since you're casting Rex, I guess you didn't see the games yet. Exactly. I had Memp to do the ruling. Yeah. Can we see picture of Fire's light not turned on? No. Might be turned on now. Okay, so I will pee, you will listen to the hype song, and in 2.5 minutes we are jumping into the series, shall we? I think so. So hear you in a bit, guys. And then we will see into Fire versus Felice. And it's a 2 bracket who will face off against Doubt. Actually, I think I want to take like a 5-minute break. So I will cue you nearly your boy before that. Oh boy. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I want to see some Nilio boys in the chat. Oh boy. 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 Nilio boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Why are you? Oh god, what are you doing with all your skills? Oh boy. 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 Really, oh boy. And then they ask me like, who's your god? And then they ask me like, who's your god? Who's your god? And then they ask me like, who's your god? And I said, doubt. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Oh boy. 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 Really, oh boy. What's up, hippo lovers? It is time for Fire Against the Leaves. We already started the series some days ago, but then we had a power outage for Fire, and they will resume game number 1. I thought they wouldn't resume it. I just loaded up the recorded games because I couldn't cast those games live. And so try number 1, I was there. Try number 2, we will see now the Rex live casting, guys. And we will play Coastal Mountain in the Goth War, and then our draft, which I kind of forgot to organize. And we will just see how it will go. Everyone who tries to spoiler or fake spoilers, will need to create another account to troll here. So I hope we are all staying nice to each other and enjoying the games. Yeah, Fire sent a photo of his lamp not working to prove that he had power outage. I know the result, yes, but I haven't seen the Rex. And so we are jumping into game number 1. It is paused at the moment to just give you a heads up what happened before. And this is Coast to Mountain, and we're already, as you can see, 38 minutes in. And we have Fire in the blue, Release in the red, and a Goth War. We have Fire just arriving to Imp, and he is tagging to 2 and Swordsman, 77%. On the other side, we have Release. He is tagging to Champions, already 60%, with way better numbers and a lot of map control. I felt this game was over at this point, but they continue to restore, or they restored this game, and we'll see how this play out. I personally think the Leeds has a huge advantage here, but we will see how this will play out. Let's start the series from here on. Okay, Fire now retreating. We are, as I said, just waiting for the 200 Swordsman. Maybe then he wants to engage. Upgrades are +1 attack, +2 defense against +2/+2. Release, he has, oh, that's Fire with the +2 defense. Release himself is having 40% of the +4 attack. Spec overlay will start pretty soon, as soon as we have upgrades that are actually starting in this recorded game. Fire needs to go back. He's now taking for Champions, as you can see, and taking a pretty horrible fight, if you ask me. Yeah, he's finishing the +2, but that is never going to be cost efficient here. And well, he is just eating those alive. But actually, well, Fire is winning this one. So I was kind of wrong. Well, we have some ratings here at the top, forcing quite a lot of villagers to be idle. In the meanwhile, Fire has 33 farmers. I just saw 30 farmers, and we have 50 farmers here for Release working. So those are the most important numbers. Champions will finish pretty soon. And Fire, well, still military count 33 to 13. We see Release just going a bit back, trying to reinforce, and raids here at that side. Pretty nice for him as well. He has the water control, for some people who didn't see that. Fire now needs to go back. We don't really have a switch into any other units, so no hand cannoneers, no Scorpions just yet. Finally, I don't know why you banned me. Well, then I probably should ban you instantly again. Perfusion now. For Mr. Release, and also going for Arson. That you see is going down quite heavily, or quite quickly, and trying to go for some more repairs. Might he get all the champions? Well, at least if the second group is coming, it will get even trickier. I reckon Goth will win this one, I believe so as well. And Fire, he diseased this one, 70 pop behind. And yeah, everyone felt Release already won this game, but Fire, I can see that you're going into the series and just wanting to give you the feel here. Maybe just take 2-3 minutes to really warm up as well, and then jump into proper games. So next game will be played on Rehydration, and you guys know I'm not a big fan of recorded games, but the one big advantage we have with recorded games simply is that we can always directly jump into the next game, and that is what we will do here. One was displayed on Friday. I had family business this whole weekend. Is there any way to make it up? You mean up to me? No, all good, mate. If you feel sorry that you offended the community, that's like something that probably never has happened before in the, after bans were created. So just enjoy your time here, and we will come along, or get along pretty nicely. Can you please speed up the games like a bit? No, I will let them play as if they were in real time. Can we see the TIFF pool? No. If you find it, you can send it to me. Yeah, you can take a look at it. I think the original schedule was Wednesday. Maybe I will take a screenshot from my VOD from Wednesday, and then we can look into the TIFF pool in between games, guys. I will offer you that. For now, we will jump into game number 2. It is played on Rehydration, and we'll have Magias for fire. On the other side, we will have Elise with Berbers. And Rehydration, as we all know, a lot of shorefish here at the side. Trying to go for all those beautiful fast food income fishies. Why isn't Slam playing? He promised me to sign up twice. Didn't do it once. You better ask him yourself. I think it could have been a beautiful tournament for him. But, well, just Slam things. When do I want to stream Doubt vs. 5 Elise? Whenever they schedule. Yeah, they probably this week. I believe they are going to play this weekend. Obviously, I would love to finish all this second qualifier before Christmas. Will get really tricky though. Maybe we can get a lot of games done during the next week as well. You will find the full schedule on AOE Zone for NAC 2. AU2 calendar is your place to go if you want to see any confirmed times. So, Berbers against Magias. Magias obviously pretty strong when it comes to scout rushing, maybe some early man-at-arm action. But if we get a lot of walls running for the Berber player, Camel Archer and Camels will get really, really tough. 2 offensive stone spots though on the side of Elise, so let's see if he can make that happen for himself. Any other Nations Cup matches you guys can recommend to watch on YouTube? I liked China A against China B and Norway against Ireland. Those were my favorites so far. But I didn't see a lot of the round of 8. Always deep water and Rehydration? No, that's just the shore water. It's no deep water. Does it make more sense to spam builds towards shorefish versus elephants? Yes. Shorefish is so much faster, and you see some players completely ignoring all sheep and the elephants and simply go for the outside. Thing is, you have less walking distance with elephants, and well, if you have elephants, you don't need to care about your villagers in the long run. You just send them to the shorefish after you eat the elephant, but you cannot really go for shorefish and then eat the elephant in that order. That makes it a bit more tricky. A lumber camp efficient on the corner? Not really. Lumber camp over here would have been better. As you can see, that's a way better one for fire. Like this is the better spot than over here. That's the right observation. I think he didn't really scout that early on, or maybe he did. Remember that we have 2 camels to scout here with not the greatest line of sight. Elephants give more food than cows? Well, elephants are basically the boars, right? But they have 400 food instead of 340. And cows are basically sheep, given 150 food instead of 100 though. Are the fish wallable? Not over the fish, but you can wall the ponds. Like you can wall here and then this area, for example. So fire will probably go for man-at-arms here. Expecting a mining camp in the back here. And barracks already at the front. Quite nice for him. On the other side, we will see man-at-arms as well. And the spam should be pretty real. Won Finland versus Spain! Exclamation mark WSU. No, I can actually tell you that Finland won. You found the draft? Could you send me a picture of it, Ghost of Joda, in Discord? Then I will add it. Thank you so much, mate. Cows are sheep. Well, I didn't really want to say it that way, right? Every Indian could get really mad at me for saying that. I meant in Age of Empires world, the functioning is pretty similar. Man-at-arm upgrade for Elise, who is up a bit faster, has, I believe, 4 man-at-arms pretty soon. Fire at the other side will get onto 4 as well. Has one more villager that he went up with. Magyar Cav Archers versus Berber Camel Archers. Who wins? Berber Camel Archers by quite a bit. They are designed to kill CA. So they are kind of the best, like the perfect counter. We need to see like Ram Halberdier. We cannot see CA. If we see a castle from Belize. Maybe we can just prevent him from getting a castle up because Belize has so bad gold spots. Thanks for the picture, Polska fan. Defense archer range now, firewalling his villager. Doesn't really want to lose her. Even sends a second villager in. And Belize needs to run. Can't really take the fight. As we all know, Magyars, they get the +1 attack, aka forging, for free. And Belize doesn't really want to take a cost-inefficient fight. Now waits for man-at-arm number 5 and an archer. Maybe wants to take the fight now. But then Fire feels like, okay, that's not really the fight I want to take. I want to go back now. And wants to queue up some skirms. Wants to even send some villagers forward. And some men-at-arms as well, I think. Well, maybe taking the fight now. That was my old strategy in 2001. Oh god, I got housed. Better let's attack. I cannot produce army anyways. Why do the shawfish look so different? Compared to what? Lots of walls here from Belize. Still open at the front. All the sides are kind of walled. Yep. Goes for a lot of shawfish, not a single farm. Love that. Fire not going for any farms as well. Massive amount of mills, as I want to see. Fletching now and some skirmishes around. Yeah, actually they're not shawfish, they're box turtles. But technically, they're pretty similar. Magyar Man-at-Arm Rush is a pretty strong strategy. Thing is, your Scouters is also so strong. That's why this is also a good strategy. But yeah, both are pretty good options. Belize now with the defensive tower here at his gold spot. Still feel like a bit more of an open wall could have been better. Yeah, it's way well, more costly. Still feel not having any stone isn't really playing into the cards of the civilization. Ah, full spam. Well, not really. Full spam of Man-at-Arm is never really a good option because it gets countered so easily by some archers. Like if the enemy has like 8 archers, even 20 Man-at-Arms won't really do that much because you can just wall and out micro him all day long. Belize now up to Castle Age. That's why we see some Men-at-Arms, but never see people go crazy with Men-at-Arms. Unless obviously it's a troll challenge. If you want to go mass Men-at-Arms, Goth might be the better civilization for you. Okay, Fire. How far is he away from Castle Age? Sprint food, 200 stone here. Continues to stay with some aggression. Belize losing one villager here. Might lose another one if he just tries to keep on repairing. Quite sloppy here. That house under some pressure. And what are those small walls over again? I'll build them one by one. Oh, that's not enough. Oh, yeah, he's collecting stone at the moment. Oh, okay. This is some villager at the gold. You can get your opponent housed and lose production with Man-at-Arms, right? Well, that's kind of what Fire is doing here, yeah, indeed. But Belize, if he was just going for some more units, he could have defended that off. He's just, in my opinion, playing on this map a bit too greasy towards Castle Age. But, well, he will soon have knights out as well. So, Bourbonites might just give him the chance for the comeback here. He is behind by 5 villagers, so that's quite a bit. But now, double stable knights. I think he might even need to send them back first. And then defend. So we will see how it plays out. You should make a collaboration with the German streamer Drachenlord. He's a very friendly and talented Let's Player. No, thanks. Oh, not a lot of upgrades on those knights. +1 defense now. And, well, Delise actually feels like he has the timing to go aggressively here. Didn't need to defend against all that army. The defensive tower actually worked out pretty nicely for him. And where are those